Yep, it's that time again. What is up, everybody? It's the Anime Watcher here, and for today we're going to be doing a reaction video to Gigak's newly released video, The Best Anime of 2022. Now, I am pretty curious to see which anime makes it in the video because there was a lot that came out last year that were absolutely bangers, and I don't know. I don't remember any bad anime at least that came out last year. I could be wrong. Maybe there was, but I just never heard of it. Oh, right. There were a few that came out. I'm pretty sure you guys have either seen it or just seen the scene or the moment. Remember that CGI dragon? I'm pretty sure that was last year, right? That bad CGI dragon. That was last year, right? Or was that last season? I'm not sure, but yeah, like I said, there's a lot of good anime last year, and I'm pretty curious to see what makes it into this video. I see Bocce, of course. Bocce's goated. Demon Slayer, of course. Demon Slayer. Call of the Night was good. I haven't seen Call of the Night, but I have read the manga. So, yeah. I already loved the story, at least when I was reading the manga. But I haven't seen the anime yet. My Dress Up Darling, I am still holding that one off. I have still not watched it because I feel like I will enjoy it. I will love the adorable moments, the itchy moments as well. It's going to be fun. But I don't want to watch it now because I know I'm going to enjoy it. It's kind of like Gigak's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's something like that. This is a long title. The next one, the Mercury Witch Gundam anime. I haven't watched it, but I will at some point. But I've seen a lot of clips, and it looks good. 2D mechs just really, really interest me because, it's actually, drawn, not used with CGI. And of course, I love how he placed Chainsaw Man or Denji at the lower bottom. So, the others could get the spotlight. Because pretty much, I mean, other than Bocce The Rock and Demon Slayer, the others have rarely gotten enough, like, not screen time, but the spotlight. Because I rarely see any people talking. Well, also, yeah, My Dress Up Darling, also, yeah, a lot of people really talked about that. But Mercury Witch, and Call of the Night, yeah. These two anime are at least anime that didn't really feel like people were talking as much. Or it could just be me. I don't know. I could be the problem, but yeah. Yeah, let's just dive right into it, shall we? I'm sorry it took so long to actually start the reaction video. I just wanna, say something before we start. And okay, yeah, just before we actually do start, if you guys are not fine with a lot of pauses here and there in the reaction video, then I suggest you go check out Gigak's video because, of course, it shows support to the actual person who worked on this video. And yeah, oh my god, I'm so bad at this. But yeah, if you don't like any pauses, then I'm gonna put the link to Gigak's video on the descriptions below. All right, so let's just dive right into it, shall we? Okay.
Once again, we've reached the start of a new year, but before we say goodbye to 2022 completely, I gotta say, we got some pretty great anime, didn't we?
Goddamn Cyberpunk. Goddamn Summertime Winter. Blue Lock.
2022 was a year of heavy hitters in almost every genre of anime. Massively
Bocce The Rock,
anticipated titles
Chainsaw
finally
Man.
dropping and having the impact we thought they would. Big franchises continuing into
Demon
another
Slayer,
season and hitting
Maiden
even
Abyss.
harder. We even got old franchises getting resurrected
Bleach?
and looking
Yeah,
better
yeah.
than ever. 2022 was absolutely stacked, but what else happened in the world for us weebs? After 25 years, Ash finally broke
Yeah,
his
this was
curse by
hype.
becoming the
This was pretty
Pokemon
hype.
World Champion.
I
News
watched the
so big it was
episodes
reported like a real sporting event
Like
as
weekly,
the world
weekly.
celebrated,
It was so
allowing him
cool.
to finally retire at the ripe old age of 11. Italy had a surprising visitor as a certain promiscuous video of Tifa Lockhart was accidentally played at their Senate, prompting the
what?
only time you'll ever
I
see
did
Italians
not
more
heard about
passionate than
that.
a pastor when asking for the sauce. This forever immortalized Tifa in Italy lore, becoming only the second person since Julius Caesar to be violently stabbed at a Senate in Rome. Alright, what else was there? I got the climax to the biggest
Let's
romance
go.
arc of my own
My
life.
man got married.
2022 was a bit of a quiet year in terms of anime news. We didn't get any particularly big shockers or controversies. Even anime didn't give us any wildly bad stinkers compared to previous years. But what we got instead was some bloody great anime. This year was brutally hard to narrow down my list of favorites, so I don't spend 2 months making an hour-long video. Normally, I try to omit sequels and continuations unless it does something new or notable for me to talk about, which makes it messy because so many of them did this year. This is going to be the longest list in a while, so I had to be cut through it if I didn't have much to say. My Hero Season 6 is the best My Hero has been in a long time, but still not quite good enough yet. JoJo had his hype promoted by Netflix, but is still more great JoJo. Bleach's return has been an absolutely incredible sight to witness. I'd forgotten Bleach could get this.
True. Bleach really came in with a bang, and they went out with a bang as well. Like part 2 is, part 2 starts alongside with Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan, I believe. So we're eating good this year, guys. This year we're eating good.
Right, but the last time I talked in depth about the OG Big 3, this happened. And I don't want to risk that for a video this big. Bruh. Attack on Titan is also continuing to stamp its mark down on anime history. We got more.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna mention it here. That really made me laugh when I saw the news on Twitter that, this is the final last season of Attack on Titan. I'm pretty sure he's gonna make the joke here. That's what I love about Giguk videos, is that the way he describes the anime and adds a little bit of a comedic joke or just sarcasm at that point. It's so good. It never fails to make me laugh. That's why I just love the man for what he's done and, for just his work alone. He's a pretty cool guy.
More incredible twists, more incredible hype, more of Eren being like,
"Boss, you killed a child." Amazing, mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss.
I'm just waiting for it to finally learn what the word final means in final season before I fully pass judgment. Which is why I'm glad this next season is called Attack on Titan. Final season. The final edition. Part 1.
Let's just
get started. But before moving on to all the great shows last year, who doesn't love a good snack while watching some great anime? Yeah. Well, today's sponsor has got you covered because it's Bocce. Guys, if you know anything about Japan, you know the food here is godly. And Bocce is my favorite Japanese snack box. They work with local businesses from all over the country to bring you the best Japanese snacks every single month. And as you can see, this month we're getting a super special pretty box because Sakura season is almost upon us. Yes, this month's theme is Sakura in Kyoto. I'm gonna be honest, one of the hardest parts of being sponsored by Bocce.
So, yeah, I just want to share that. I believe I shared this a lot, in the past reaction videos as well. I really hope one day I get to order a Bocce, one for myself. I don't know, I kind of want to try it. Because watching Giguk or Connor or Joey, their videos, most of the time it's going to be sponsored by Bocce. So, of course, I'm pretty curious to experience ordering a Bocce or eating the snacks inside of it. Just experience it at least once. I really hope one day I can. I don't know, it's one of my bucket list that I want to do at least at some point in the future. But yeah, let's just
I have to actually wait to try out these snacks on camera instead of just opening it up and trying out straight when I receive it. All right, let me see what looks good this month. I have not had a Sakura flavored mochi yet, so let's see what this tastes like. Ooh, that smells really good. That's pretty damn good. I'm a bit sad there's only one of those in the box. This one is the Kyoto Sable Ume. I always love the different types of biscuits they send me, and I'm excited to try this one. Ooh. Oh, this is dangerous. Thank God there are 2 in these because I was afraid there were just 1. Honestly, guys, top tier snacks every single time. This box is going to be entirely gone by the end of the day. Each box is completely packed and it comes with a booklet that teaches you all about the snack's unique flavor and where they come from. Damn, so guys, if you want to introduce yourself to Japanese food culture or just find the perfect gift for your fellow weebs, Bocce has got you covered, and this is pretty much perfect for all the shows I'm going to be talking about if you want to snack on something. So, what are you waiting for? Click that link in the description and use code GIGUK at checkout for $15 off your first Bocce purchase. Thank you very much to Bocce for sponsoring me this month. Back to the video.
17, okay. What the hell?
Close enough. When I think about watching golf, I
haven't watched this.
Golf is one of those things I love to play.
So I haven't watched this anime, but I have heard people say it's good. I know a few people who actually watch this, and they pretty much enjoy it. So yeah, I can't really say anything.
Chich,
about
you'd
this
have a better
anime.
chance of waking up a coma
Oh,
patient.
God.
So Birdie Wing came in with the monumental task of tackling the impossible problem. How do we make golf fun to watch? Gay girls, innit? Not golf enough for you? How about we add special...
Really? Wait, really? I did not know that. I did not know that. Okay, I think I might give it a
golf
shot
attacks,
now.
golf with guns, an underground golf
Wait, what the
syndicate
hell?
with Golf Seto Kaiba in Golf Battle City where golfers have a golf duel to the death. One moment you can be watching a girl driving a ball through a moving train, and the next a dude is being assassinated on highway via a rocket launcher.
Bro,
This
it
anime
sounds
is about as
chaotically
anime as
fun.
anime gets, and if you're willing to give
Oh
it a
my
chance,
God, she
it will
looks
golf
pretty
you so
cute.
hard you will be golfed into submission. This was a bloody wild ride from start to finish, and by the
Damn,
end
the
of
one
it,
with
you'll
the
be excitedly
blackish
singing
hair.
along to the
She looks
catchy
pretty
opening
cute.
every time.
Hey, let's go. Your boy Kong.
Every season, we get one or
Banger.
two new anime with the stupidest fucking concept of all time. Like they had a dartboard of random ideas that they tried to crash into each other and going, "Hey!"
But Giga, they may be stupid, but those are like genre that you love. I'm sorry. I
Guys,
don't know.
what
I
if
don't know
this
what came over
works?
me
What's
for that.
incredible is when it actually does. Panipi Kome, or your boy
This was
Kongming,
pretty
yes, that's
fun.
the official translated title, asks what happens if legendary Chinese tactician Zhuge Liang gets reborn to modern-day Tokyo to become the manager of an EDM idol and leads the girl to stardom using the art of war.
She's
It's an
pretty cute
absurd idea
also.
that looks even more absurd on screen, but all it took was one look at the opening for me to go, you son of a bitch, I'm in. It instantly grabs you with this infectious charm and holds on tight. Whether you're seeing a breakdown of how ancient war tactics can be used to gain Twitter followers, or watching a historic Chinese figure spitting some fire bars in a rap battle. I know what you're already jokingly typing. Best rapper since Eminem, wrong. Yeah, Eminem's alright, but has he ever roasted a dude so hard he fucking dies?
二臣贼子，你枉活其身有六，一条断脊之犬，从未见过有如此。
Is this real?
You murder with guns. Kongming murders with...
Emotional damage.
But
Let's
past the
go.
bizarreness, it never forgets the beating heart behind it. Like Kongming, we're cheering for every step closer Eiko takes towards stardom. Her journey into music was so well done, you forget the absurdity of the premise. And that's the real heart of this show, because I can't even begin to describe the unbridled satisfaction of
she's
cheering for
always
this girl to
gorgeous,
succeed, and by the end, seeing her move closer to achieving her dream weight. Did I just get tricked into watching an idol anime?
Yes. Let's go. Let's go. I
Yeah,
love
Keanu
this
Reeves
so
is cool,
much.
but have you ever sat there and asked yourself,
I'm sorry. I kind of freaked out when I just heard the opening right there.
is there anything we can possibly do to make John Wick even better? Gay girls, innit? Licorice Recoil takes a simple approach. You like cute girls,
This
you
is
like
so
guns,
much
we're gonna
fun.
give cute girls some guns. So what happens if you add beautifully adorable anime girls into a gun-toting spy action thriller?
Not just this as well, but the characters as well is like they're well written. They're really good. Like just tiny details. That's how much they've been given thought. Like just tiny details is enough to like show their character or show their personalities and stuff like that. The acting as well is pretty good. There's that one scene that will forever be stuck in my mind when Takina was screaming, "The heart is getting away." Just her performance, that scene enough, literally made me burst into tears. It was such a good scene. Although her shots were kind of like, plot armor for the bad guys, but still. Like, whoever voiced Takina, her seiyuu is so talented. Same with Chisato as well. God damn, I love Licorice Recoil. I loved it. I love this show so
Well,
much.
you get something like this.
Hell yeah!
Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Somehow we have a show that attempts to straddle the perfect middle ground between moe slice of life and hardcore action. You have a dark
True.
terrorist plotline where the stakes are high, people are getting murdered, there are intense gunfights straight out of a Max Payne game. And then we cut to a scene where the girls are like,
I remember this episode. I really love this episode a lot. And at the end as well, when Chisato tried the shorts for the first time and she got shitted on by It was so much fun.
This deserves to be on the list, if not for giving us the most precious duo to come out of
Oh, it's so
2022.
nostalgic
But if you're still
hearing
like,
the theme.
okay, but how is this any
Like the
better than
background
John
music.
Wick? Well,
Hell yeah, the pose!
yeah.
If I need your body, I'll fucking.
Oh, whoa. Okay, my dress up.
Myron
darling.
is still the best girl of 2022. It's not because she reminds me of my wife.
It's your girl. They're the same picture.
Blue Lock. Oh, we
Celebrate
got
all
an ad.
kinds of love. Sa Lazada Tutu Febby Big Fest,
I can-
sulit tipid ka. Sa fast
Now,
and free shipping,
this is not a Giga ad.
This year we were graced with World Cup fever, which was a blessing because we got not
Okay,
one
I
but
did not
two
watch
great
Blue Lock.
football anime, introducing weebs to the wonderful experience of watching a bit of footy at the pub.
Don't. Just, you can't miss this. You can't miss.
Like, I haven't
You
watched
can't
Blue
miss
Lock
this.
yet.
He's bloody missed it. What a prat. What a prat.
Aowashi was probably the most overlooked sports anime this year. Production IG just kill it every
Oh, wait, it's a
freaking
different
time they do a
sport? Oh,
sports
it
show,
is.
and this was no exception. Showcasing the high quality they've done before with Haikyuu and Kuroko and bringing that hype to football. Then Blue Lock came along and went, "Pfft, look at this baby shit now. This is real football.
Okay. Blue Lock, on the other hand, okay, the other one kind of looks like a normal sports anime. This one, like Blue Lock, on the other hand, like I've seen a lot of like images and like scenes floating around on Twitter and on YouTube. It looks pretty interesting. I might watch it, and I just don't know when, because there are a lot of anime that I still haven't watched that I wanna watch. So Blue Lock is going to be the anime where should I watch this now, or should I watch another one? Like, it really depends on what mood I'm going for. So yeah, just
None of
wanted
that
to let
friendship
out.
bullshit. We're doing a football battle royale where the entire point is being selfish and egotistical. This broke every cardinal rule previous sports anime had set up and was some of the most fun I had all year. But you know what was more anime than both these anime this year? The World Cup
Bocce The
itself,
Rock. Never
baby!
mind.
Upset after upset. We had the hype, we had the drama, we had one of the greatest World Cup
don't
finals
know.
of all time.
I don't know why I went Bocce The Rock there, but yeah, I just thought that would go there.
Messi securing his status as
Or
the
some
absolute
connection
GOAT. Mbappe carrying
to Bocce The
France.
Rock.
Boeing 747 carrying Belgium and Germany. England being
Oh yeah. This was pretty cool though. This was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like each like I would just receive news on Twitter. It's pretty fun. Like, especially memes centered around Blue Archive and this not Blue Archive, Blue Lock and this one. It was pretty fun.
inevitable. He scores 100 times out of 100.
England, Japan keeping the ball 1 millimeter in play
Yeah.
to score the winning goal against Spain. Just what the hell were the script writers thinking?
Yeah, it was
this was
literally
actually the
Blue
best
Lock.
sports anime of the year. Fuck these other two.
There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression in this football club.
No, he has to put Bocce The Rock.
Stellar
All the
action,
night.
compelling plot lines, interesting
Summertime
characters,
Render!
all reasons we watch the anime we do. But I ask you, can a show be worth watching solely for vibes? Yes. Call of the Night is the anime that speaks to the soul of anyone who's ever been a night owl in their lives.
Okay,
I'm
I
talking
haven't
to you.
seen Call
Yes,
of the Night as
you.
well,
Come
but
on,
I
it's
have read
3
the
a.m. We're in
manga.
fucking D-Gen hours now. What are you still doing awake watching YouTube videos? Liam, there's just something comforting about wandering the normally bustling streets
Liam,
in the dead of
Liam.
night. Unless you're in America, and this is the feeling Call of the Night
All the
perfectly
Liams in the world
captures.
right now are
Cityscapes
crying.
dazzle you, the empty streets invite you in as the gentle soundtrack soothes you in to the
Yeah, I have seen a lot of scenes and shots in the anime. It really looks beautiful. It really looks beautiful. But I can't wait for Gigak to be talking about Bocce the... No, actually, no. I can't wait for him to be talking about Cyberpunk Edge Runners, baby. Because that had beautiful scenery as well and had a beautiful track. So,
mesmerizing
yeah.
world of
Hopefully
nighttime.
he does. Nah, I'm pretty sure he will. Same with Bocce The Rock.
This may not be a show that appeals to the masses, but this was far and beyond the anime I vibed with hardest this year. And sometimes, that's all you need. Alright Liam, that's enough now. It's time to go to sleep, yeah?
All those people who called me a sleepwalker, I woke up. Now I'm going back to sleep.
Let's go, summertime render,
Every
baby.
year, there's always a gem of an anime that
Beautiful.
gets stripped away of all the potential
This was
hype it
such
could have
a
had because it's in the
emotional
jail of some
journey.
streaming platform that doesn't
Goddamn.
promote it. And this year, there was no bigger tragedy than summertime render being locked behind Disney Plus. What do you get if you
True. I mean, it started alongside with a Black Rock Shooter Dawnfall, but like, I mean, you could basically say Black Rock Shooter Downfall because you know that I'm sorry, but yeah, that I mean, as much as I love Black Rock Shooter, nobody really talked about it as much. But Summertime Render, on the other hand, a lot of people were talking about it. Unfortunately, yeah, it was locked behind Disney bars, but still, it was an awesome ride, start to finish. If you haven't watched Summertime Rendering, you have to. What are you doing? What are you doing in your life? Go, stop doing what you're doing, and watch Summertime Rendering. You have to. Each episode is just suspense. It's thrilling. It's basically it's awesome. It's awesome. It's so hard to explain. But Summertime Rendering is such a worth it anime to just sit back and watch to. You're always at the edge of your seats. You don't know what's gonna happen in the next episode. You don't know whether things are gonna go all right. Like Summertime Rendering is just a good anime. So I'm pretty much happy that this was mentioned because a lot of people need to know about Summertime Rendering because it's such a good anime. There are fight scenes in this anime that surpasses a lot of other anime. I'm not gonna mention Demon Slayer or My Hero or Jujutsu Kaisen. Actually, no, there wasn't any Jujutsu Kaisen last year, but any of those shows, I'm not gonna mention those because those are always like catered towards a shonen genre. But this, bro, it really shows you how much the staff and everybody who worked on this, like, they put their heart and soul into this anime. And I really love it. I really hope a lot of people will give Summertime Rendering a shot. I mean, either way, I'm like, with all the posts and the everybody talking about Summertime Rendering, I'm pretty sure it blew up. It's such a beautiful anime. I swear to God.
ReZero with Higurashi?
True.
This show, a dude returns.
True. Okay. Hang on. Sorry to keep pausing.
This year, there was no bigger tragedy than Summertime
God,
Render being
God,
locked behind
Gigak,
Disney
really?
Plus. What
God.
do you get if you cross ReZero with Higurashi?
What was this? Was it an OVA? I don't remember this. Yeah. As I was watching Summertime Rendering, it literally does feel like Among Us. Among Us makes sense. Yeah, ReZero plus Higurashi. That's why I love this. I love both Higurashi and ReZero, but on its own as well, Summertime Rendering on its own is just good. It's really, really beautiful. The scenery, the details that are put into the show, the characters themselves, they're really, really good. The story is immersive. Like in episode 1 alone, it already puts you in the middle of the battlefield. You don't know what's going on, but as it progresses, as it moves forward, you get tiny little pieces, tiny puzzles, so you could fit them together and form the bigger picture. It's really good. Summertime Rendering is really good, and I'm gonna say this as many times as I want and can. It's such a good anime. It's such a really good anime. So you have to watch it. It's so good.
This show, a dude returns home on an island to attend a friend's funeral, but something's off. People are acting strange. Something doesn't quite add up to the events of his friend's death, but no one wants to talk about it. There's an air of unease that something terrifying is going on behind the scenes. Then, before you can even begin to paint a picture of what horrors are really lying underneath,
it immediately...
That was episode 1. This is the kind of show that pulls you in from its opening episode and refuses to ever let go. It shows us the stakes and never gives us a moment to breathe. It presents you with this intriguing mystery, solves it in 2 episodes, and gives you 10 more, only to do the same thing over again. You're constantly on your toes, and just as soon as...
Like, whenever there would be an unnerving scene, it gives you an unnerving scene. It's so good. Whenever it would try to give you like a heartbreaking scene, it's going to be a heartbreaking scene. The acting as well is pretty good. Like, goddamn, Summertime rendering is really, really
You
good.
think you figured out the rules of the game? Boom. It hits you with a new twist that changes everything.
Yes!
Breast milk.
It will keep you guessing, keep you thinking, all the way up to the final episode. And the only big criticism I can lay against it is that I need to give Disney my hard-earned money to watch it.
Did somebody mention the door to darkness?
Oh no. Oh, I see Akibi on top.
One thing I've learned about the anime community is the more popular Disney my hard-earned money.
I see
to watch
Akibi on
it.
top, and I'm a little bit biased. I kind of wish he would put Akibi
Did
Sailor
somebody
Moon here.
mention the door to darkness?
See this one. Like, the one next to Bocce The Rock. That's Akibi Sailor uniform, and you know, I'm kind of biased. Okay, what else can I see here? Spy Family. Ayumu. It was a chess anime. I forgot the title. Man, Shikimori-san can't be this cute. Man, I mean, I love Shikimori. I love the anime. It was fine, but it wasn't what I expected. You know, I don't know. It wasn't what I expected, but I still love the anime. Period. Of
One
course.
thing I've learned about the anime community is the more popular a show is, the cooler you get for calling it mid. So, here you go. Demon Slayer Season 2 is mid. Way between great and bloody fantastic. And also midway up your mum. It doesn't have the most complex characters, it doesn't have the most original plots, but whatever it
True.
doesn't have, it makes up for in pure undistilled hype. If actions speak louder than words, Demon Slayer is fucking screaming. The Entertainment District arc reaches an audio-visual experience few anime series can ever match, raising
True.
the bar for Studio UFO tables or
Like season 2 is literally just an all-out warfare. It's an all-out battlefield. Like the entire season 2. I love it so much. Every episode was just so fun.
insanely high standards. When you tell UFO Table that your amp goes up to 11, they go, yeah, that's cute, and turns theirs up to 30. An adaptation like this shows that even people at the top of their field can strive to improve their craft. Because
True.
what they've delivered is an anime with the highest level of spectacle it can get. You hold your breath, waiting for that one climactic moment. It builds and builds, and you're on the edge
Yeah,
of your
it's
seat,
really worth it as
anticipating
well.
when that peak's gonna come. And just when you think the hype can't get even higher, it smashes past it to a point you ever thought it could go.
Yep.
Your mind goes blank,
Yep.
taking in one of the most jaw-dropping visual spectacles anime has ever seen. And only then, when everything is said and done, do you remember to take a breath again.
That's pretty hilarious. Spy Family. Okay. So I love the first core, but I haven't seen the second core yet. I mean, I've seen few episodes of the second core, but yeah, I haven't like seen the entire second core. I haven't seen it completely. I've seen like episodes of it, but not entirety of it. But yeah, I'm pretty much excited to like, you know, rewatch the second core. You know, I'm pretty much excited. Sorry to-
After all the non-related by blood antics
Oh,
I've seen
okay.
in anime, I'd almost forgotten what a real family should look like. But thankfully, Spy X Family was the wholesome medicine I needed to cleanse my mind one.
But hang on. They're not a real family though. Right? Right? I'm actually kidding. Yeah, they're a real family. They're a real loving and caring family. With a little bit of sprinkle towards them, you know, with badassery.
Small, even if this family is technically not related by blood. This is the latest in the X series, where weebs can never agree whether the X is silent or not. And then there's this one guy I talked to last year that called this Spy multiplied by family. That's not a joke, just Sulaf, if you're watching this, what the fuck, mate? Next time you do that, I'm actually calling the cops. Going in, the show was touted to me as a gag anime, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't actually find it that funny. But that didn't matter, because every episode left the biggest smile on my face regardless.
it's wholesome,
Watching Spy
man.
X Family reminded me of the types of old school shows I'd watch with my mum and dad on a Sunday evening when we'd
It's
spend
so
time with
good.
each other. The type of show you'd put on at Christmas that helps bring everyone together. Sometimes it's not about
True.
having a super deep, interconnected plot line, but a simple story that'll brighten up your day no matter what and help you appreciate the family you have around you.
Yeah, I agree. God damn, that was beautiful. Hey, it's the Gundam. Mercury Witch.
The legacy of Gundam is one of the most storied and important franchises in all of anime. But with this legacy and the sheer number of iterations preceding it, every new Gundam comes in with the challenge of having to figure out what can this Gundam do that no other Gundam has ever done. Gay girls, isn't it? Gundam The Witch from Mercury is the Gundam we've needed for the
Witch
longest
from Mercury.
time. Something that wipes the slate clean for new fans to be able to jump in while not forgetting why people watch Gundam in the first place.
To be
It's hard
fair,
to do a
I've
fresh
always
take on
known
such an
about
old
Gundam.
franchise, but The Witch from Mercury seems to be doing exactly that. This is no war between nations, but a war between corporations. Here is a world where profit and power reign supreme. Elon Musk is having a wet dream in the corner. The politics of war have been replaced with the politics of companies,
Yikes,
proving
Elon
that corporate
Musk on
drama can be
Twitter.
just as gripping if you add the right conflicts, because Gundam has never been just about the giant robot fights. All right, let's talk about the giant robot fights. Giant robot
It's
fights
2D
are awesome.
though, it's
Studio Sunrise
2D.
have pulled out all of their expertise to make this the best
It isn't
looking mecha show it
3D.
can be, from the flashiest battle
That's
to
why
the
it's
smallest
interesting.
details. I mean, just listen to the sound design.
Oh god, it is. Okay, the way Giga, showed this, it kind of reminds me of Star Wars. Remember that at episode 2, Attack of the Clones, that Jango Fett bomb? That was pretty cool. That was one of the most coolest sound effects I've ever heard that came out of Star Wars. And just listening to that, it really reminded me. I mean, yeah, not close, but still, it sounded pretty cool.
Now, I could have shown you some of its incredible animation or its orgasmic music, but nobody
Bro,
ever thinks
it's
about
still
sound
pretty
design. And if it can
animation,
get
what
us
do
to
you
notice
mean?
small things like this, extrapolate that to what that means for the rest of the production
It's already
values. Let's just
impressive.
forget about the fact that there's no sounds in space, though. This is a AAA production from top to bottom, and it isn't afraid to flaunt it every episode. The Witch from Mercury isn't just here to compete with other Gundams. It isn't just here to compete with other mechas. It's here to stand toe-to-toe with the best things out right now.
Hell
If you're
yeah.
new to anime here, if you've never seen a mecha in your life and you need a reason to get
Okay. I mean, it's impossible that you haven't at least seen a mecha anime, especially like Evangelion or I can't believe I'm gonna say it, Darling in the Franxx. I love Darling in the Franxx. First half, I love the first half. The second half is kind of questionable, but the first half was really beautiful. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure you guys have seen mecha anime. I mean, there are other mecha anime as well. I mean, does Symphogear count as a mecha anime? I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, mecha anime, like it's a hit or miss for me. But most of the like mecha anime that I at least decide to like watch, they have always been a hit for me. Non-stop. It was pretty fun and I really loved it. I mean,
giant
Code Geass
robots,
as well.
this is it.
Oh, that's cool. That's hype. That's hype. Number 6, okay. Hey, Kaguya-sama, let's go. That was last year?
Every generation, we get a
Man,
genre-defining show,
time
one
flies.
that fans look back on as the pinnacle of the genre at that time, that sold
I
them on what
remember
could be
this
so
episode a
great
lot.
about it. And I believe that Kaguya-sama has become just that. When I started Kaguya, I thought it was just going to be some formulaic gag manga. Two people that don't want to confess, they find the most
The production quality, though, it's really good. It's really, really good. Season 3, especially, I never thought I could get to see that ending with my own eyes. Like, I was expecting Kaguya-sama to be another Nisekoi or another what other rom-com is there? Basically Nisekoi only comes to mind at the moment. But yeah, that's the point. I never thought I would get to see the finale. But we did, and that really brought tears to my eyes. After watching Kaguya-sama, I felt empty. I felt really sad, but at the same time, I felt satisfied because of what happened. It's such a good anime, I swear to God.
convoluted roundabout
It's
way to
fun.
avoid confessing, and then they don't confess. But what I didn't initially notice is that even though it seems episodic, every new gag, every new skit adds a little bit more.
Yeah.
Piece by piece, a layer gets added to each character, each of the cast members. It continues to build, continues to add on itself. And before you know it, it feels like this group of dimwits have become your own friends. You start
Yep,
to cherish
literally
every single
that.
second you get to put the show on. And that's the real magic of Kaguya. Beyond the gags, beyond the antics, it just becomes a joy to spend time.
Like, Like, you can ask anything you want for Kaguya and they will provide you. You want a sad backstory, they'll give you a sad backstory. You want a wholesome one, they'll give you a wholesome one. Anything they would do involving the characters, it really helps their development. It really works in that. And sometimes they would even make jokes on their development a few episodes later. But still, the point is, they're really good written characters. They're well written characters. The Kaguya-sama is such a good rom-com anime, if that's what you're looking for. Goddamn, Miko looks so cute.
I'm with all of them. You fall in love with this ensemble. So this season, when it follows through and delivers through the build-up we were promised, it results in one of the most satisfying climaxes you can find.
That's why I was like, I want a new season, but at the same time, I feel like I've gotten everything that I needed. Like, I felt empty because, damn, is that really it? Will I not see these guys anymore? But yeah, apparently we're gonna get a movie. That's what I'm excited about. But yeah, like I said, I was just in love with the entire seasons of Kaguya, and I haven't read the manga because I want to be surprised with the anime. I want the anime to surprise me. So I am holding off on reading the manga for Kaguya-sama.
In romance. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. These are all generational anime people talk about as the shows that introduced them into anime, but once you get past the shonen mega hits, you'll find these other shows fans look back on that served as their definitive gateways into other genres. Without Haruhi, I would have never got into high school anime. Code Geass stood as that mecha show every non-mecha fan watched. I know exactly what generation you're from if K-On! Introduced you to the slice of life moe genre, and years from now, Kaguya-sama is going to be the anime this new generation of fans reminisce about when they talk about how they got into romance anime.
Yes. Well done. It's so good. Chainsaw Man. Okay, there we go. Oh god, unskippable ad. Unskippable ad, but still. Chainsaw Man. Okay. What was it? Number 5? Okay. Number 5, Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man came into this year with an almost impossible amount of hype to meet. But did it rise up to the challenge and prove us all
wrong? Okay, so Chainsaw Man is a good, like, shonen anime, but it didn't, I mean, it left a mark, I guess, but shonen, like, you know, it's okay. Chainsaw Man is okay for me. I love the anime, okay? I love the anime a lot. The fight scenes were really beautiful. They were really epic. I really had a fun time watching it. But will I rank Chainsaw Man and praise it to the heavens? Did it actually, you know, made me rethink my life? No. But I still pretty much enjoyed watching Chainsaw Man, and that's fine.
With this first season? No. But what we got was still pretty damn good. It's been a long time since I've seen an anime explode onto the scene this hard and this fast. For the inconceivable expectations it had, the craziest thing is that it almost stepped up to the plate to meet them. In the highly popular, highly competitive scene of safe, marketable shonen action shows, it blasted in, gave the middle finger, and went, fuck you, I'm gonna grab some titties. It's savage. It's out there. It's a show called Chainsaw Man, and it gave us a man that's a chainsaw. What the fuck do we have to complain about? The hype this show produced could only ever really be matched by how horny it made the fan base. You got power fans. Now here's their perfect girl. I too like women who don't shower, don't wipe smells, and leave their logs unflushed. Why yes, how could you tell I play Super Smash Brothers? Then you have the Kobeni fans. Oh yes, my waifu is so...
Kobeni, she's pretty annoying, but she's pretty badass too. She's like the Zenitsu, but I don't really... Like, I'm not annoyed by Zenitsu. I don't know. For Kobeni, I don't also think she's annoying. I don't know. For other people, I've seen a lot of people hate on Kobeni, but I don't know. It's like, what's the difference with her and Zenitsu? There's no difference other than, you know, she's a girl and Zenitsu's a guy. But, like, you know, the whole point. The whole difference between them is that, you know, she was willing to kill Denji, but, you know, try being in her situation during that whole fiasco with them being stuck on that whole hotel area. Try being in her shoes. Starving, losing hope, everybody's on edge. The only way to get out is to literally trust the very thing you were supposed to kill. Pretty sure you would literally do what Kobeni does. like she would do to Denji. Literally. So yeah. I don't know. It kind of sounds like I'm
Spring,
defending
isn't
Kobe,
she
but
so
still.
adorable? Then there's Himeno fans. Then there's Makima. Never before
Hey, okay,
has a
okay, I'm
character
sorry. I'm on Team Makima. I'm on Team Makima. I'm on Team Makima, guys. Just wanna say that.
been so perfectly designed, so unequivocally unmatched, so incomparably unparalleled at eliciting the horny. If No Nut November was an impossible dungeon, she would be the final boss standing at the end of it. Every word, every action, every line she utters got you going like,
My mind's telling me yes, but my body's telling me
That's pretty good. I really love Gigux videos, man.
except physical, I am a wolf.
the real question at the end of this all is, can Mappa carry on this insane quality they've given us with this adaptation
True,
into
true.
future seasons? Because
Nah,
it
I'm
might not
pretty
have
sure
met the
Mappa
hype
can.
this time, but after that last episode, when those final credits rolled, I had one thought that engulfed my mind over everything else. We ain't seen nothing yet.
True, I read the manga and it's pretty epic what comes after. Let's go, Bocce!
If you know me,
Finally!
you know I don't like slice of life. I don't like moe shows. I don't like cute girls doing cute things. So believe me when I say that Bocce The Rock, a moe slice of life show where cute girls do cute things, is something really special. What makes this so special? Gay girls, innit? Wait, not this time. Bocce is a show about this awkward gremlin who joins a band in hopes that she can get over her crippling social anxiety and achieve the popularity she never had. I know what you're thinking. Wait, I've seen this before. It was called Komi-san, or Watamote, or Hitori Bocce. Yes. What
Yeah,
sets
literally,
Bocce apart
there's
is
a
just
show
how
called
above
Hitori
and beyond
Bocce.
it goes with this animation to convey these she just like me for real moments. Characters go in and off model. Animators just fucking give up at times.
Yeah, like
people start
like the way they would try to describe Bocce's feeling, or the way Bocce's like yeah, like I said, feeling, it's so creative. I swear, she could be 2D, she could be 3D, she could be clay or stop motion. Like, they really had a fun time making Bocce The Rock. They would just go all on out here. That's why I love Bocce The Rock. It's so much fun. The characters are as well is pretty lively. They're pretty entertaining, and I don't know, like Bocce The Rock is such a good anime as well. Goddamn.
glitching in and out of reality. You may or may not have done the exact same things that Bocce does, but
you
you feel
feel it.
her in your fucking soul.
Yeah.
使いのさ明日のライブが今から想像できる
At first, I was worried that this was going to be a one-trick pony. Turns out, it's a 10-trick pony in a farm of 100 ponies. When you think you get the joke, when you think you know what's coming, the animators hits you with something
Yeah.
completely new that conveys this terrifyingly relatable feeling in a way only animation can do. This made me laugh more than any other show this year. It wasn't gut-busting
know,
laughter,
it's
it was
so
more like,
good.
oh god, I felt exactly the same way. God damn it, Bocce, why are you doing this to me? This is triggering my fight or flight response. Get out of my mind. Get out. Get out. Get out. Yeah, big mood. If there is a single introvert bone in your body, something in here will drag out a core memory you've buried deep in the recesses of your mind. Like that intrusive thought that hits you at 3 a.m. And God, I didn't even talk about the music. I recently said
Yes,
that this
it's
was
all
everything I was
good.
hoping K-On! Would be. Because
It's
while
so
yes,
good.
a lot of this is slice
Okay, so comparing Bocce The Rock to K-On's music, I pretty much prefer Bocce The Rock. Yeah. Like K-On! Had bangers as well, like Don't Say Lazy and what other songs do I remember from K-On? Fwa Fwa Time was really good as well. But I don't know, Bocce The Rock songs just hits differently. The Guitar Planet and was it Loneliness? There were others as well, like Constellation, Kara Kara. What else? They're all bangers for me, man. I don't know. It's so good.
life moe, motherfuckers are getting shit done.
Yes, let's go.
These girls don't be
That
fucking around when it
band-
comes to their music. They have their goals and are gonna go out and achieve it. Bocce may not be able to form a coherent conversation, but every little step she takes to overcoming that, every time she steps up
so
and tears
good.
it up on stage, made me want to jump up and go, yes! That's my girl! This was
Yeah,
my biggest
pretty
surprise of
much.
2022, bar none. In a season of heavy hitters, Bleach, Chainsaw Man,
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Bocce The Rock is gonna be Giga's like anime of 2022. I pretty much understand the feeling. It's so good. It's really good. It's really good. It's well made. It's well made. Like well made, well thought out. The characters, they don't become boring. Like there's always that, like sometimes in an anime where a character does this and does that, and it often gets annoying and it gets boring. But here in Bocce the Rock, it's not like that. It's different. It feels new and refreshing. Every single joke, every single interaction, every single reaction they would do, it feels so alive and human. That's one of the reasons why I love Bocce the Rock.
Bye,
It's
family.
so good.
Bocce the Rock awkwardly waltzed in, grabbed the mic, and went.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter!
Oh, there we go. Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Cyberpunk 2077
Man,
has
that
gone down as
final
one of the most
episode broke me
disastrous
hard.
launches in gaming history. Years of anticipation and build-up
Well,
led
I
to the
never
release
played
of
the
a
game, so I
broken,
can't really
unfinished
say.
game that would take an equal amount of years to fix all the bugs that it had. 2077 became a joke, a meme among the gaming community about how not to launch a game, and the biggest praise I can give to Cyberpunk Edge Runners is that it was so
Dude,
good.
the final
the anime
episode
almost
for
made
Edge
everyone
Runners,
forgive
man,
what
it's
happened
so
to the
beautiful.
game.
Really beautiful.
Out of nowhere, this dropped and introduced weebs to the insane world of Night City. We weren't given another squeaky clean, safe anime. This was some hardcore,
Goddamn.
dick and butt, hyper-violent, I fucked your mom kind of show. And
Lucy!
goddamn, was it awesome. It hits you with the story going at full throttle from episode 1 and never takes its foot off the gas. You'll look for a moment to pause and catch your breath, and while you're waiting, you'll realize the credits to the final episode are rolling. This was the anime Studio Trigger were born to make
Oh
that
God,
nobody
is
realized they
this
wanted
track?
until now. Even for a team of decorated
what was
veterans
it
in the
called?
industry, this felt
Little
like they had
Stranger.
upped their game.
Such
They
a
felt
good song,
refreshed,
man. I listen to it
revitalized.
from
Every
time to
scene
time.
oozing with style, every frame burning with the passion of everyone working on it. And it's impossible for this excitement not to get transferred over to the viewer. This is how you do a video game tie-in.
God, if it's leading to where I'm thinking it is, God, the chorus of this song is gonna blow me away. I swear.
And all it took was emotionally scarring the collective Cyberpunk
Yep.
community with a single song.
Yep. God damn. This hurts. This hurts so much. That scene, that episode. Number 2, Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho.
When Mob
Let's go.
Psycho Season 3 was announced, I remember saying to myself, we don't need another season of Mob.
What a prat!
Season 2 was an action-packed masterpiece, combining some of the
Literally,
best
yeah, it
animation
felt
you
like
could ever
Endgame to
find
me.
with masterful character writing the series didn't have before. And
Mm-hmm.
while I don't think Season 3 reached those same heights, it was one that was surely needed. This closed the final chapter
Yeah,
to Mob's
it-
character and everyone
Like every character got their resolution. Like the whole club, what was it called? Like the cult for Mob's cult. Seasons 1 and 2, they were building that up for something. And they were building it for Dimple. It's so good. Everything has a conclusion. We even get to see the characters, like the villains. Like we get to see them like on their daily lives. Like you get to see them doing random stuff, working at a random store. Like we get to see what happened like after the whole fight or their whole encounter with Mob. It's pretty good. But season 3 also gave us that whole epic what was the name of their friend who was stuck on the alien planet and banged the entire planet? What was that dude's name? God damn, that was such a weird episode, but it was still pretty fun.
around him. In a
Like,
sense,
what
this
the hell
felt like a
was that?
season-long
No,
epilogue.
it was this one,
While
it was
I
this
wondered
one.
where the story could go after Season 2 cleared
damn.
up all its plot points and defeated the big evil, Season 3 took a step back and went, how do we give these characters the
It was
send-offs
so-
they
it was
deserve?
such a relaxing
Reagan,
season.
the man so full of bullshit he could
Yeah,
sell
Reagan
Hamon
as
to a
well.
Stan user, ends the series in the most honest
Mm-hmm.
way possible. Dimple, Ritsu, Hanazawa, and most importantly Mob, for all the flashy fight scenes, it showed that its true heart lies in the characters.
Yes.
It taught us how to accept ourselves through the eyes of Mob's journey and ended his story in the most perfect way possible.
Yep.
Studio Bones
Pretty
can
much
finally
agree.
take a bow for the work they've done here. From start to finish, Mob has felt like a passion project that has pushed the boundaries of animation to its
It
limits
looks
and
so
beyond.
good.
This is the kind of adaptation everyone only dreams of. And now that we're saying goodbye, whatever your favorite season was, it's hard not to feel like all of Mob Psycho
All of my
has
seasons,
cemented
all
itself
of its
as a
seasons
modern
are pretty
classic
good.
we won't ever forget.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Whoa, that's so cool, the transition. Oh, what's his number 1?
Now then, she will
Maiden
marry me
Abyss.
soon. Until the
No!
soul comes around
When I put on a happy movie, I know to come out expecting to feel happy. When I listen to a sad song, I know to expect coming out feeling a bit sad. But sometimes I encounter a piece of media that leaves me with an emotion that is utterly indescribable. And that's how Maiden Abyss Season 2 left me. It's been 5 years since the first Maiden Abyss, and now the cat's out of the bag. We know this isn't a cutesy, happy show. Bad things happen. People, probably children, are going to suffer, and you're going to need a good hug by the end of it all. And even knowing this, I was not prepared for the experience this was gonna give me. This is no longer simply just a sad show or a dark show. Before, the rules were more simple. You go down deep and maybe you encounter a really dangerous animal or some crazy evil person, but now the terrors you encounter cease to follow any logic you're familiar with. We wander around in this non-Euclidean world where the laws of the universe are governed by different systems. The mysteries of the world refuse to give up its secrets. Eldritch horrors lurk around every corner, and your mind can only attempt to comprehend the nightmares you uncover behind them. Maiden Abyss 2 contains some of the most haunting things I've ever seen in anime, but none of it was because of some simple violence or gore, but ideas and imagery that disturbs me to my core. Yet somehow through all this, there's a gentleness to its story. For all its terror, this is a hauntingly beautiful tale. It gives you hope in a place of hopelessness, then smashes it all away, terrifies you without scaring you, and hits you with a soundtrack that makes your soul just wail.
It's so good. It's really beautiful.
I had an incredibly hard time picking my favorite anime this year. Any one of the top 6 could have taken the spot, but the reason I settled on Maiden Abyss is because it's given me an experience like no other. Unlike everything else I've talked about today, this has grown beyond something I would wholeheartedly recommend. In the same way, I don't really recommend a movie like Requiem for a Dream, because it's not something you go into to enjoy, but if you're brave enough, it's an unfathomably powerful experience that will haunt you for years to come. Maiden Abyss allows you to find beauty in the horrific, hope in the despair. You watch this nightmare unfold through an ethereal lens. It rips your heart to shreds, then gives you a warm hug and tells you everything's gonna be alright. You go on this ride that tears your soul apart, only to come out smiling at the other end. And only after it's all over, and you sit beside yourself to process the journey of emotions you just felt, is there only one word that can encapsulate it all. Wow.
Goddamn, stop making me remember. Goddamn,
Hey guys, hope you're having a great 2023 so far. And
I
that
am.
was all of my favorite anime from 2022. And I want to give a huge 2022 thanks to Alpha Sigma.
Goddamn. Well, pretty much I have no complaints. Pretty much everything that's on here is pretty much like the anime that I had in mind. There are some that I haven't watched yet, but that's because I already know I'm gonna enjoy them. So yeah, so I have no complaints. Actually, I can't even make a complaint to begin with. That's pretty much it for today's reaction video. My, what a long reaction video this is. I pretty much apologize for all the pauses here and there and me talking while the video was, overlapping our voices and stuff like that. I'm pretty sorry about that. So I'm going to be leaving the link to Gigak's video and his channel in the description below. Why can't I speak? And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. Please leave a like and subscribe, or hit the bell notification as well so you'll be notified of videos like these. I try to upload as much as I can. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. See ya!